right. So take a moment and get yourself situated. We'll come to the back end of our mat today. And I'll make sure that I can speak loud enough. Hopefully this one we can hear. I did do a test run before and it seemed to work just fine. So we'll come to the back of the mat. We'll bring the feet just in line with the hips, so feet slightly apart, palms facing forward, and relax the shoulders down. We're going to start to slow down the breath here. So we're going to exhale all of our air. And then inhale in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 2, 3, 4. We're going to inhale in at 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So just trying to keep that same rhythm. We're going to inhale, arms come up, look up. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Maybe the fingers graze the mat. We're going to just kind of hang down in our forward fold. Option to grab opposite elbow and just let the head be heavy. It might feel good to swing a little side to side. And maybe we let the fingertips come down and we walk the fingers over towards the left side of the foot. Outside edge. Good. Inhale, gonna bring you back through to center. Exhale, over, fingers come down beside the right edge of the foot, on the right foot. Inhale, back through to center. We're gonna inhale, half lift, maybe fingertips on the shins. Nice straight extension from that back body, hips and crown. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna walk the hands down into our plank. And exhale, push the heels towards the back wall. Good. And start to bend through the knees, and we'll take it into our down dog by pushing the hips to the back wall, gazing down between the feet. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Again, head hangs heavy. We're gazing to the toes. Still breathing. Good. We're going to walk it back nice and slow. Hands coming towards the feet. We're in that nice forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Just warming up that low back. Good. One more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. We're going to walk it forward into that plank pose. Good. Pushing those heels back. Inhale in. And exhale, pushing the hips to the back wall. Down dog. Fingers nice and wide. Remember, you can take a wider stance with the feet. You can bend the knees. You can pedal it out. Heels don't have to touch today. Turn this way so you can also just take a peek, side view. Good. Inhale, right leg up nice and high. Exhale through the body between the hands. You're going to plant it between the hands and drop down on that left knee. Inhale, we'll rise the arms up, bring the gaze up, look up. And exhale down. Fingertips kiss the mat. Good. We're going to heel toe this front leg forward so that we've got an alignment of knee over ankle. Good. Inhale, we're going to shine the chest forward, take the arms up overhead, look up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Let the fingertips touch the mat. Good. Inhale, take the arms up, look up. And exhale down. Fingertips graze the mat. We'll do one more. Inhale, arms up. And exhale to release it back down. Beauty. We're going to walk it back. Nice and easy. So the right heel is down, the toes are up. We're going to bring the toes towards the body. Inhale, grow tall through the back body. Exhale, fold over that extended leg. Half splits. Good. Inhale, we're going to grow. Maybe look to the top of your mat. And exhale, fold over that leg. Beauty. Last one. Inhale, we're going to grow. And exhale, fold. Going to walk it forward nice and slow. Good. Coming back into that beautiful lunge. Making sure that we've got knee and ankle in alignment. Inhale, rise up. High crescent lunge or low crescent lunge, sorry. And exhale, take it down. Good. We'll do two more. Inhale. And exhale down. Awesome. Last one. And exhale, scoop it down. Beauty. We're going to plant the hands and step it back. We're in our plank. Exhale to down dog. Moving directly into the other side now. So, option to pedal it out. Dropping the gaze down towards our toes. Inhale, left leg comes up nice and high. Exhale through the body between the hands. And plant that foot and drop that back knee. We're going to inhale, take the arms up, look up. And exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Good. Inhale, arms up, look up. And exhale down. Just a few more. Inhale, take the arms up, look up. And down. Beauty. I think this is our last one. Inhale, take the arms up, look up. And exhale, bring them down. Good. We're going to walk it back, half splits. So heel down, toes up, and then toes come in towards the body. Inhale to grow through that back body. Exhale, forward fold over that leg. Beauty. Inhale, grow, look to the top of your mat. And exhale to fold. Beauty. Inhale, grow, looking to the top of our mat. And exhale, we fold. Last one. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, fold. Beauty. We're going to walk it back into that lunge. Again, knee and ankle in alignment. Inhale, take the arms up, look up. And exhale, bring the hands down, let them kiss the mat. Beauty. Inhale, arms up, look up. And exhale down. One more. Inhale, take the arms up, look up. And exhale, bring them down. Beauty. Plant the hands, step it back. Top of our push-up. We're going to breathe for one. And exhale. Good. One more here. Inhale. And exhale into that down dog. Beauty. We're going to go ahead, walk the hands back to meet the feet. Coming into that forward fold. Beauty. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Awesome. We're going to go ahead, inhale into our chair pose. So we're bending the knees, hips back. Rooting through those heels. I've got my feet hip distance for level one. Arms can either reach up by the ears or we can bring them together, hands heart center. Pressing the hands actively together. Maybe connecting thumb to chest. Side view of your chair pose. Should look a little bit like this. Okay, arms up. You can lift the toes if you'd like to emphasize that root sensation through the heels. Beauty. Doing really well. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to fold, straighten the legs. Hands come down. Good. And don't worry if you're not touching the ground yet. Doesn't matter. Inhale, half lift. Maybe fingers on our shins. Exhale, fold. Beauty. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to our chair pose once again. And actively those thighs coming towards one another. We're bending at the knees, bringing those sits bones down and back. And breathe. Good, one more. And exhale, we're going to just grow tall, come to stand, hands heart center. Maybe bring the hands down. Palms facing forward, breathing through all corners of the feet. Good. Inhale, arms up, look up. And exhale, hands down through heart center. Forward fold. Good. Walk it forward. Top of your push up. Good. Inhale. And exhale, push those heels back. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hips to the back wall. Down dog. Move into our next little flow here. Inhale, the right leg comes up nice and high. Exhale, bring it through the body between the hands. We're going to step it in between the hands. Again, knee and ankle in alignment. I'm still up on the balls of that back foot, but I'm going to go ahead and pivot and turn so that the back edge of my foot is flush and parallel to the back edge of my mat. I want the arch and my heel to line up, ideally, and we'll inhale to rise up into that beautiful warrior two. Okay? Side view for warrior two, just so you can check in, make sure you're kind of going the right way. All right? We want that pelvis, heart, head, all in alignment. Tendency sometimes is to lean forward. Bring that back. We don't need to lean with the leg. We're going to bring it back. All right. So let's add that little bit of flow here. We're going to take the palms up. Inhale, bring that right arm up, left arm back. Good. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, coming back into that exalted, palms up. Right arm up, left arm back. Inhale, warrior two. Sorry, exhale, warrior two. There we go. Palms up, inhale, exalt our warrior. Bring that right arm up, left arm back. Exhale, warrior two. Beauty, last one. Palms up, inhale into that exalted warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Beauty, you're going to go ahead, lift the toes of the right foot, pivot so that they're both facing now the side ways of the mat. Okay, bring the hands to the hip. We're going to exhale into a half lift, hinging from the hips, and then we'll stop. Good. Inhale, come to a 45. Exhale, half lift. Good. Inhale up to that 45. And exhale, half lift. Good. Leaving the right foot so that it's at the back edge of the mat, we're going to go ahead and move into the warrior on the other side and flow for the other side of the body. So we're just really nicely going to inhale, come back up, core is nice and tight, nice and straight and standing. I'm just going to pivot that left foot so the toes are facing towards the back edge of my mat. Okay. And if I need to widen that stance, I can. Okay. And then we'll inhale, arms out, warrior two. Again, checking in with that alignment, make sure we're not leaning forward. We're pulling that heart in alignment with our pelvis, head in alignment with pelvis, arms straight out, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, gazing over those left fingertips. Beauty, let's add that flow. Flipping the palms up, inhale, right arm comes up, left arm back, we're in our exalted warrior. Good, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, palms up, exalt. And exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, palms up. We exalt. And exhale, warrior two. Last one. Inhale, palms up. Exalt. Bring that right arm up, left arm back. That front leg stays bent. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Let's straighten that left leg. Pivot the feet so that they're both facing the same direction. So we've got a nice wide-legged stance on the mat. And inhale, grow nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from the hips, allowing the hands to come all the way down if they reach. If not, you can leave them on the back body, low back. Okay, let the head be heavy. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Good. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Beauty. Let's do a couple more here. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Beauty. Let's go ahead and plant the hands down. We're going to get into some of those beautiful side and fan lunges. I'm going to turn this way just so that you can see what's going on. Here. So again, feet are nice and wide. You might have a slight angle of the toes. It looks like they're trying to make a triangle if the tips were to come together. But if you don't, it's okay. The main important part is root through those outside edges of your feet. We're going to inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Again, if the fingertips don't reach the ground, don't worry about it. We're just going to go ahead and start to walk our way over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to go ahead and bow to the leg, to the foot. Good. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, walk it over to the other side. So we're just bringing those hands just above the foot. You're going to inhale, grow tall with like a half lift. And then exhale and bow into that foot to the toes, whatever it is. Submitting into that forward fold. Inhale, back through to center. We'll take a nice little half lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, half lift. Beauty. Let's come all the way up. Core nice and tight. Now again, we're going to start to get into those down lunges. So you can keep the hands on the hips or we can bring them into heart center. Right? I'm going to start to bring those legs in slightly. You know, it might feel more comfortable if you have, for me, if I turn my feet slightly out. It's a little bit easier for me. And what you're going to do is you're going to start to bend in through that one leg. Keep a slight micro bend in this knee and try to keep that outside edge of that foot rooted down and just go as low as you can. You don't have to come all the way down. And then it's an inhale, we're coming back up. Exhale over to the other side in that down lunge. So you're bending just through that left leg. Again, trying to keep this other leg nice and rooted, as active as possible. Inhale, back up. Good. Exhale over to the other side. And again, we don't have to go very far down. Inhale, up. You got this. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, up. And exhale, let's go back over to the right once more, and we'll do the left once more as well. Inhale, we're growing. And exhale, bend. Sinking into that left leg. Inhale, let's bring it up. Bring the hands towards the hips. And I'm just going to heel those feet in. Bring the toes in. Good, and then we'll go ahead and just come back to the back mat. If you need a bit of a drink, go ahead and take one. We still got a bit of time to go. So, shake out those feet. We'll work on the next bit here. I'm just going to grab my water. Talking a lot. Moisturize the mouth. Alright. So, we're going to come down and we'll do some groundwork as well too. Don't worry. I won't keep you lifted for too long. Let's come back and we'll do a full sun salutation this time. So, I'm going to bring my feet either in line with my hips so they're slightly apart or all the way together. Palms forward, relaxing my shoulders down my ears. Inhale, take the arms up, look up, grow through your back body. Exhale, I want you to swan dive and hinge from those hips into that forward fold. Good, we're going to inhale for that half lift, maybe fingers on the shins. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Either walk forward or step it back into our plank. And we're going to lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale up for a cobra. And exhale to lower. Very good. Curling the toes down. Inhale, push up, top of a push up. Exhale into that down dog. Beauty. Come forward slightly. There we go. Fingertips nice and wide. Reading from the heels of the hands. And again, if you need to take slightly wider stance in your down dog, that's all right. Again, heels don't have to be touching today. You can also bend the knees. Make it really nice to pedal out that dog a little bit. Let's get a little bit into those outer hips here. So we're going to inhale and lift up through the right leg. I'm going to bend at the knee, and then I'm just going to kick it open as if I'm trying to pee on a fire hydrant like a dog. Good. Exhale, we're close. Good. Rooting nice and evenly through both hands. Try not to collapse into one side of the body here. We'll do one more. Inhale, open that hip up, that knee up towards the ceiling. And exhale, close. Drop the leg. One more side, you've got this. Go ahead, generously bend into that left leg or pedal it out if you need a moment in between. When we're ready, we're rooting through that right foot. Let's lift up through the left, bend the knee. Inhale to open and sweep that knee up to the ceiling. And exhale, close. Good, one more. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. Beauty. Dropping that foot all the way down, come down, hands and knees. You can bring the tops of the feet down and take a little bit of a child's pose. Bit of a rest. Maybe allowing the forehead to root down with your mat and breathe. Taking a moment to find that breath instead of letting it get away from us. Good. Follow your next exhale over to the left side of the mat, walking the fingers off the mat. And then you'll root down into that child's pose, opening up through the ribs on the right side. Let the head be heavy. One more. Beauty. Inhale back through to center. And we're going to go directly over to the other side. So exhale over to the right. Fingers might come off the mat here. We're bringing that head down, letting it be heavy, and we're breathing into those ribs on the left side. The last one here, you're doing really well. Beauty. Coming back through to that center. Let's go ahead and just actively root down through that child's pose. Rooting those fingertips down, allowing the forehead to maybe kiss the mat. And then we'll inhale, carve a line with the nose, look between the hands, come up, hands and knees. Let's go ahead and flip the grip. Let's do a little bit for those forearms right now. So we've got the fingers pointing towards the knees. And option to just kind of rock back and forth here. You can do circles if that feels good. You can walk the knees back a little bit further away from the hands if that feels good too. But just try to keep it pretty simple and pretty light. So again, that little simple rock of taking the hips back and then bringing them forward should feel pretty good. Moving with our breath, of course. Beauty. Let's go ahead and do a couple of those rotations. Maybe we'll start moving one way. And then go ahead over to the other. Again, fingers are still nice and wide here. We don't want to give up the integrity of the pose. Let's go ahead and flip the grip back around. If you need to give them a little shake, go for it. Beauty. Rooting nice and strong. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's go ahead and start to take some cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, push the belly down, bring the gaze up. And exhale, we're bringing the belly into the spine, the chin to the chest for cat. Again, I'll do a side view just for you to get a better look if you were wondering or forgot. Inhale into that cow. And exhale, cat. You can add little movements onto this. It might feel really good to maybe start to sway and bump the hips one way and the shoulders the other as you move through. Right? Just finding those little movements that feel good while we're just kind of playing with that back flexion. Do 2 more rounds here either way. And this should be our last one. Good. We'll inhale back into that neutral. Let's exhale, walk it forward. Coming into that extended child's pose. Dropping the hips back onto the heels. Pushing off from those fingertips. Good. Inhale. Drag the hands back by the legs. You can come on up. So we're sitting on the shins here and on the heels. Okay. We'll do a couple twists this way. Get some twist going into that back body a bit more. So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn this way just so you can also get a little bit of a better angle, is you're going to bring the right hand just behind that right hip, left hand just outside of the right thigh. We're going to inhale, grow nice and tall, and then I'm going to start to twist at the top. Exhale, follow that twist. Just kind of sinking into it. And you don't need to move very deep because we're not sitting in a position that we're going to be able to actually crank very deep. So again, this is just kind of a very level one twist. And then we'll inhale, come back through to center, and we'll switch over to the other side. So that right hand outside of the left thigh, left hand just out from the left hip. We're inhale, grow tall. I'm going to start to twist at the top, and then as I exhale, I'm just kind of sinking into that twist. Good. Inhale back through the center. Good. So for our next one, we're going to do a little bit for the legs here, and it might feel a little bit better if you took a blanket or something just to put underneath where the ankles are going to be. And I would not be afraid to maybe give yourself a little extra cushioning of where those ankles are going to be. So again, I'm going to bring that about where my ankles are, where the tops of my feet kind of meet my ankle, if that makes sense. Because we're going to be lifting up through the legs here, and it might be a bit of too much pressure. So just having that extra cushioning can be a little bit nicer for us, especially to ease our way into something that's a little bit new. So we'll lift through one leg at a time. We're going to inhale, right leg comes up. And exhale, let it come down nice and slow. This is going to be work for those ankles. If it is too much, just go ahead. We can skip through this part. Inhale, left leg comes up. And exhale, lower. You can also, while I'm doing this and cueing this part, you can switch into a staff position, bringing the heels down and doing ankle circles, pretending that you've got the heels glued down. Otherwise, if this isn't too bad, we'll just continue on with this here. Inhale, lifting through, exhale, lower, and we're alternating legs as we go through. Good, let's go ahead and try for both. So fingers are down still. Inhale, both legs lift maybe. And exhale, let's lower. We're going to go ahead and dive forward, release that. That's enough work for those ankles. So curl the toes and take that down dog, bringing the hips to that back wall. That's going to let all the blood come back into those feet, and it might feel really good to just go ahead and pedal it out. Gazing down towards the toes. Good, you can bend the knees, come back down, hands and knees. So we're in our tabletop position again. I've got hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, we're going to take that left arm up. We're twisting our puppy. Exhale through and under, shoulder stops under shoulder. We're bringing that ear all the way down. You can go ahead and take that right arm forward. We'll do 2 more breath cycles here. And last one. Good. Bring that right arm back in. We're going to root to rise. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, place that left hand down. Again, remember, shoulder under shoulder. We want to try and keep that integrity of the pose. Inhale, right arm up. Look up. Exhale, through and under shoulder. Bringing that ear all the way down. And then you can take that arm forward. Remember to breathe into the pose. Last one here. Maybe you can bring that hand back in, root to rise. Inhale, come on up. Place that hand down. Beauty, let's do a couple more cat-cows. So let's start with a cat this time. So it's a exhale, cat. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose, looking up. And exhale, cat. Good, you're gonna go ahead and just bring the crown of the head down. We're moving into a rabbit pose. So for rabbit pose, we want the base of the crown down, so around the center of the top of your head, as if you were going to do a somersault. And then you're just going to walk those knees in a little bit closer towards the head. Don't go too far today. Keep the toes curled under here. Good. Go ahead, drop the toes down, drop the hips, inhale, come on up. We're sitting on the heels again. I hope you kind of heard that. I hope that didn't get muffled out. But we'll check, I guess. Good. Take a moment here in this nice seated pose. Again, we're just kind of collecting ourselves. Checking in with how we've been moving, how the body's feeling so far. Do you need a bit of water? This is a great time to grab that now. Maybe otherwise, let's go ahead and come back on hands and knees. And we're going to get into some bird dogs. So we're going to curl the toes under just so that we can have a little bit extra support. And again, we want those knees under hips, hands under shoulders, again, so that we're stacking the bones and we're not adding any extra work that we don't need to be doing. So let's inhale and take the right arm out. Exhale, take that left leg out. Try to keep the center of your base kind of, instead of flopping over to one side, we want to keep that integrity through the center line. We're hugging those low ribs in. Good. Go ahead and drop. Exhale to lower. Inhale. Let's go ahead. Extend. We're through the left arm, right leg. One more breath cycle. And exhale to lower. Doing really good here. Keep that gaze directly down between the hands. We want that integrity in the neck. We don't want to drop the chin towards the chest because then we're taking the integrity out of the neck, adding more risk to injuries, just little strains and pulls, kind of things like that. So again, toes curled under. Let's go ahead and start into the other side. We're going to inhale and extend right arm, left leg. Hold for one. Beauty. This exhale, we can release and we'll switch. Inhale, we extend. And exhale to release. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we release. Good. Let's do this last round here. Inhale, extend. And exhale to lower. Very good. Curling those toes under. Bring those hips to the back wall. Exhale, drop the head. Gazing towards the toes or the knees. Remember, shoulders away from our ears. Good. Go ahead and lower. Coming down into a little child's pose. Arms forward. Good. Inhale, coming back up, hands and knees. Curl the toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, drop the knees. Tabletop. Good. Exhale, down dog. So just these little movements, just to practice us transitioning through our poses. Inhale, back into that tabletop. Good. Exhale, down dog. You're doing really well. Super proud of you. Inhale, back into that tabletop. This time we're going to exhale, walk it forward, extended puppy. So we're bringing the chest towards the mat, as well as the chin. Arms are parallel out from the shoulders. We're gazing between the hands. We're going to add a little movement here so we have that flow nature. So go ahead, exhale, drop the gaze down towards the mat. Inhale, carve a line with the nose, look between the hands. And exhale, drop the gaze down towards the mat. Good. Inhale, line with the nose, looking between the hands. And exhale, release and bow. Last one, inhale, look between the hands. Good. Exhale to stay. Root through the hands and the elbows, slide forward onto the belly. You got this. Doing really well. So we're going to bring those elbows underneath of the shoulders, root down through the elbows so the shoulders press away from the ears. Inhale, carve a line with the nose, look up. Good. Exhale, drop the gaze down. Inhale, carve a line with the nose, gaze up. Glutes and legs are relaxed and apart. Exhale, drop the gaze and bow. Try to keep that integrity of the shoulders by rooting through those elbows. Inhale, line with the nose, bring the gaze up. Good. Exhale, lower the gaze, chin to chest. Root through the hands, bring the elbows wide. You can drop a cheek, doesn't matter which one. Allow yourself a few breath cycles here. Good. Let's go ahead and even it out. So if you dropped one here, let's go ahead and drop the other. Good. Bringing hands underneath shoulders, curl the toes. Inhale, push yourself up and back. Coming into our tabletop once again. All right, and we will do another little bit with that, our bird dogs here. So let's curl those toes under again. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's inhale. Take the right arm out, left leg out. Okay, this time we're going to go ahead and we're going to inhale and bring the elbow and knee to the opposite. Okay, so we're crunching in on the side, bodies, and then extend. Okay, so exhale, we're bringing elbow to opposite hip, or elbow to hip, knee to shoulder. And then inhale, we extend, okay? Same elbow, same hip, same knee, same shoulder. Inhale, extend. Good, last one. Good, place the hand down. Let's go ahead, take a little child's pose. Give yourself a bit of a break. It's a lot for those wrists. Inhale, come back up. Hands and knees. Let's get ready to do the other side. So rooting nice and active. Left arm out, right leg out. Exhale, we crunch it in, same sides. And inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to hip, knee to shoulder. Good. We have one more. And this will be our last one. So exhale, we'll squeeze it in. And inhale, extend. Exhale to drop. Go ahead, you're going to bring the crown down and walk the knees in for that rabbit pose once again. One more here. Tops of the feet come down. Inhale to come to sit on the legs. Good. Let's go ahead and take the legs out in front for a bit. Again, if you need a bit of water, feel free. So this one, very beneficial to go ahead and take fleshy parts of the sits bones, the meat of the goose, and pull it out and away from the sit bones. Heels down, toes up. And inhale, take the arms up, look up, reach. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold, rain it down anywhere along the legs, bring the gaze to the knees. Good, you're going to go ahead and release and slowly roll on up. Good, let's do it again. Inhale, arms up, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale is that slow roll up. And we'll exhale when we arrive. Good, one more. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to roll it out. Exhale when we arrive. Let the shoulders roll away from the ears. Let's invite the right leg in. We'll keep it planted along the side, inside of the left leg, nice and close here. I'm going to bring this right hand behind my back body, and again, I'll turn sideways so you can see this one a bit better. And it doesn't have to be in close to the back body. You can give it a bit of space, fingertips pointing to whatever is your back wall. Now this one we can do a couple different ways. We can inhale and grow, and then as we exhale, we cross this arm over the leg and use it as leverage to propel us into our twist, maybe bringing our gaze over that back shoulder. Okay. The other way that we can get into this one, what I like to do is I like to just casually bring my arm across my leg first, and then I inhale, I grow tall, I root through this back hand, and then I exhale, twist, bend through that elbow, and bring my gaze over that back shoulder. So different ways that you can get in there. You can definitely play with it. Eventually there is a bind that comes along with this one, but we don't need to worry about that. Not today anyways. Good. Let's do one more breath cycle here. And then we'll inhale to come back through the center. You're going to drop this leg down. We're coming into a nice one-legged hammy. So the sole of the foot kisses the inside of this left leg. And it's an inhale, let's grow tall. And exhale, fold over that left leg. And again, you don't have to worry about touching the foot. You could be anywhere along the leg, really. Just relax those shoulders away from your ears. And bring the gaze down towards the knee. Sure, let's add that little bit of flow motion to this one as well. So we'll inhale and look towards the toes, or the top of your mat if you're facing the right way. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, let's gaze to those toes, the top of the mat. And exhale, fold. We'll do a couple more here. It doesn't have to be a very big movement. Last one here. Inhale, looking to the toes. And exhale to fold. You can release that grip and slowly we're rolling up, pressing the back body towards the back wall. Gaze comes up last. Okay? Let's go ahead and just invite the other leg in. So we're in a nice cobbler's pose. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Feet can be far away from the center of the body. No worries there. We are going to go ahead and just grab these toes. And we're going to do a little bit for the hips here. So we're going to be actively pressing them down. So it might actually be easier if we bring them in a bit. But again, it's up to you. So I've interlaced the fingers around the toes, left thumb down, right on top. I'm going to go ahead, exhale, and start to press my legs actively towards the floor. Now, if you have books or pillows or something, if the legs don't necessarily reach the ground, you can use that to put underneath. So you can bring the ground to you so you can feel that sensation of them hitting the solid ground, hitting that support, right? We'll do a couple more rounds here. So it's an inhale, let's bring them up. And exhale, I want you to flap the wings down towards the ground. Good. Inhale, bring our wings up. And exhale, down. Sorry, this one's also called butterfly pose at the studio I work at. So inhale, legs come in towards the chest, and exhale, down. This is a really good hip opener here. Beauty. You can go ahead, let's release those toes a bit. Maybe you want to give your feet a little massage. No one massages my feet either, it's okay. Beauty. So we're going to get into the stuff on the other side. So I'm going to invite this right leg up. I am going to extend, bend, and extend one more time just to realign the knee. And your knee is a floating bone. There's not much that attaches with it except a couple ligaments. So anytime we have the knee out in this angle here, you're always going to want to make sure that you do that little motion to just kind of realign it really quick. Just because, again, the knees are pretty important and nobody really wants a knee replacement or wants it floating up their thigh or down their shin or something silly like that. So we'll start with the hammy and then we'll move into the twist after, just because there's more than one way to create balance in the body. We don't always have to do it the exact same way, right? So what we're going to do with this is we're going to walk the fingers down the leg this time, because last time I think we did the nice inhale, grow, and fold it down. Let's go ahead and just exhale, walk it down as far as you get. Feel that tension. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, let's gaze to the top of the mat or our toes. And exhale to fold. Bringing the gaze down towards the knee. Inhale, gaze to the top of the mat or your toes. This always makes me realize I need to get a pedicure. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, let's grow. Look to those beautiful toes. And exhale to fold. Let's do one more, last one here. Inhale, let's grow. Look to the top of the mat. And exhale to fold and bow. Releasing our grip. Slowly rolling up, bringing that back body towards the back wall. Gaze comes up last. Let's inhale and invite this left leg up. So it's right nicely tucked against the right shin or right, what is this, thigh? There we go. And then however you felt comfortable getting into your twist on the one side or maybe you tried it one way and you want to try it the other way, you can do that. So again, we're going to bring that left hand behind the back body, leaving a slight space between the back body and our wrist. Fingertips pointing to the back wall, and then however we're setting up and getting in, we're inhaling, crossing that arm maybe, and then inhale, root through that back left hand. We grow tall through the back body and the crown. Exhale, twist, maybe bringing the gaze over the back shoulder. If it's not today, don't worry about it. And then we're just holding for a few breath cycles here. Beauty, last one, you got this. We can inhale, come back through the center and extend this leg. And don't forget, we still want to kind of realign, so we'll do it one more, two more times. Okay, so I've got myself in that nice staff position again. Let's zipper the legs all the way together, heels down, toes up, inhale, arms up, reach, exhale, forward fold. Good, release and slowly roll on up. This time we're going to add that little bit of a flow movement, that grow and bow, grow and bow. So let's inhale, arms up, reach, grow tall, exhale, hinge, going as far as we can go into our forward fold, relax the shoulders. Inhale, look to the top of the mat, and exhale to fold. And if you want to keep a slight bend in the knees, you can. Inhale, top of the mat, we look, and exhale, we bow. Inhale, look to the top of the mat, and exhale, you bow. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, top of the mat, and exhale to bow. Last one, inhale, top of the mat, and exhale to bow. Good, going for your fullest expression here, whatever that means to you. And then you can release the grip. Slowly allow the hands to drag up the legs as you press the back body towards the back wall and bring the gaze up. And we'll wiggle the toes here, wiggle the ankles, jiggle the legs. Just kind of get rid of all of the stagnant energy that might be sitting around. A little jiggle wiggle never hurt anybody. I like the jiggle wiggle. So we're going to come into some more different types of floor work here, and we're going to come into a deer pose. Deer pose can be done a couple different ways, and we're going to start with the leg parallel to the top. So I've got the left leg forward, so my thighs coming along the side edge of my mat is a good way to think of it. Parallel to the side is my thigh. My shin is parallel to the top. Okay. Now opposite of that will be my other leg. It'll be thigh will be parallel to the top of the mat, and calf parallel to the side of the mat for the right leg. If this is too much, you're going to bring the heels in towards the body. Okay. So that we've got the legs almost a nice little 45 little bends going on. Okay. Now, from here, let's inhale, grow tall. Exhale, we're going to fold. You can bring the arms out in front if that feels good. Good. Let's exhale, walk it out to the side, so that'll be the left. Good. Inhale, let's lift, grow. We're still out to that left side. Exhale, fold and bow. Maybe the forearms come down. Inhale, grow. And exhale to bow. Good, last little bit here. Inhale, grow. We're going to come back through the center. Exhale, bow. Good, inhale, grow. We're going to bring that leg back out to parallel, because we're going to switch off to the other side. And one of my favorite ways to switch is to just literally roll towards the back, right? So we're just doing a little hip mobility. We're just checking in with those hips. And if you don't want to do it that way, that's okay. We can just literally swing those legs around so that now I've got the right leg coming up, shin parallel to the top of the mat, left leg doing what the left leg or right leg is doing on the other side, right? Thigh to the top, shin to the side. Again, if you took that level one by bringing the feet in, maybe it feels comfortable to do that again on this side here. Let's inhale, grow tall, rooting through the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe bringing the arms out in front here. Inhale, let's grow. And exhale, fold. Follow that exhale over to the right. Good. Let's inhale, grow. And exhale, fold. Maybe the forearms come down. Inhale, grow. And exhale, fold. Beauty. Last one here. Inhale, we grow. Let's go ahead, bring it back through to center. Exhale, fold. Good. Slow release, throwing up. Very good. Let's go ahead and I'm going to heel toe this leg back towards a more parallel position. And we'll swing the other leg around. Beauty. And then you can just kind of uncross here. And we're going to come into that modified straddle position. So I like to call it stoking the fire. I'm literally sitting with my feet about either mat distance or about hip distance, bringing the forearms over the shins, peace fingers grabbing onto one another, chin to the chest. And I'm just taking a couple moments here to breathe. Taking a moment to look through the body and see if anything's come up. And I'm going to go ahead and inhale, lift up through the heels, and I'm going to use my peace fingers to grab my toes. I'll be mindful as we move through to this next one. We're going to start to extend the legs wide and long. Now you can keep a bit of a bend in the knees here. And again, if you want to turn sideways onto the mat so that you're not on hardwood on the heels, or you want to throw a blanket underneath, you can. But again, we can keep this nice exaggerated bend here in the knees so that we're not having to straighten them all the way. And we're going to bring that gaze down towards the mat. Good. So inhale, grow tall through the back body. Exhale, I want you to forward fold, just pulling on those, from pulling with the fingers. You're bringing the elbows wide, and you're just going to pull yourself into that forward fold. Try not to arch the back body, we're just pulling ourselves through. Good, let's inhale, grow, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, pull, elbows are bending. You're coming into that forward fold, bringing the gaze down. Last one here, inhale, let's look to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Good, release the toes, slowly roll on up. Let's bring those legs back in towards center. Let's do some work for the toes here. So I don't know if you can kind of see my toes. I'll back up a bit there. So it's as if someone has glued my feet down, and they're not only glued down, but there's two panes, invisible panes holding my feet. So my feet cannot move, but my toes can. So only my toes are free. Okay? Everything else is blocked and they can't move. So we don't want to move our feet this way or this way or anything like that. Feet are completely still. I'm going to use my hands for support just back behind the hips here. And what we're going to be doing is we're inhale, we're going to bring those toes in towards our body. So it's as if we're pulling we want our toes to kiss our face. Okay? And then as we exhale, we're trying to take the toes away from the body, but still spread them out wide. So when we bring them in towards the body, we want to crunch them in as well, as tight as we can. That's that inhale. And exhale, toes away from the body, nice and wide. You might find the big toes kind of do their own thing. Funny part is babies' feet up until they're about 3 months, I think it is. Their toes will actually still do that, where they can go bring their toes forward and spread them out nice and wide. When we spread our toes, they kind of come towards us. As we get older, we kind of lose that capability. So let's do one more here. Inhale, toes come in, crunching in towards the body. And exhale, let's take them out wide. Good job, jiggle wiggle that away. Imaginary pains are gone. Good job. All right, let's get into some more work here for the hips. We're going to do some bigger forward. And I think you should be able to see me this way. Actually, not too bad. So we're going to cross the right leg over top of the left thigh. So be mindful not to place it on the knee there. And again, you can step that leg in if you want to a little bit. And then we're just going to kind of start to windshield wiper the legs one way and then the other at first. Okay. Good. Now I want you to actively start to press this crossed leg down towards your mat. Last two. Last one. Good job. We're going to go ahead and cross the legs down this way. Good. Inhale back up. And uncross. Let's get into the other side. So same thing. Mindful not to place it on the knee. If it's kind of resting on the knee, just bring it forward a bit so it's on the thigh. And then we're just going to start that slight invitation for those hips to open by windshield wipering. Doing really good. Good. Let's come back through to that center. Actively start to press that leg down towards the mat. Last two. Awesome job. You can go ahead, maybe twist off to this side because we want to kind of get into a few more of those twists. These windshield wipers. Maybe over to this way. As far as you want to take it. Do maybe one more each way. That should be good. Come back through the center. And we'll come back up into that stoking the fire. Again, maybe you want to take the feet a bit wider, tuck the chin to the chest. I'm going to kind of finish off with some lighter groundwork. We'll be holding for a little bit longer, just inviting the body to kind of relax down for the last little bit of your practice. We might do one more little flow before then, so just give yourself a moment here. Again, if you need that water, it's a great time to grab that. And then just taking stock of how the body is, how the mind is, how's your breath. Good. And let's go ahead and just kind of cross the legs over to one side, come back down to hands and knees. And let's drop that belly down. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Good. We're going to go ahead and curl the toes, hips to the back wall. Exhale, down dog. Again, you want those fingers nice and wide. Give you a side view here. Head nice and heavy. Go ahead, start to bend into the right knee. Lift up that right heel. And exhale, dropping that right heel down. Bend through the left leg. Lift that heel. And exhale, alternate and switch. Let's do two more each side. And you can bring the hands or the gaze towards the hands. I'll turn this way for you again. And then we'll slowly walk the hands back towards the legs, or you can walk up to meet the hands, does not matter. I'm going to go ahead and bring the peace fingers around the big toes if they reach. If not, don't worry about it. You can inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. If they do grab the big toes, you're just going to go ahead and bend those elbows wide. Bring the gaze down towards the knees. Good. Release. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Good. Let's inhale, grow nice and tall. Let's do one more quick little flow here with some warriors. Exhale, hands down through heart center. So we're starting again at the back of the mat, and we'll step forward. So rooting nice and strong through my right leg. I'm going to inhale, left leg up, and step up and forward. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and pivot that back foot so that it's at an angle. So think toes coming off towards the side of my mat. My heels coming still towards that center so that the feet still kind of want to line up. And I'm going to maybe inch this one leg forward a little bit. Square the hips to the front wall, front rim. Inhale, arms up, look up, warrior one. So you should feel this all the way through this back leg because it's rooting through that back edge of the foot, which is igniting that whole leg to be active. Okay? And then we can exhale, pivot that back foot and open into our warrior two so that now the back edge of the foot is flush with the back edge of the mat. Again, actively engaging that leg the entire time. Arms come out. Good. Let's go ahead and inhale, come into a nice extended. Inhale back into our warrior two. Good. Exhale, let's bring the hands down, frame that front foot, pivot on the back foot, step it forward. Feet either together or apart. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, pull. Plant the hands, step it back, down dog. So again, more than one way to create that balance in the body here. We're going to go ahead and just get right into the outside. So inhale, right leg up. Exhale through the body between the hands. I'm going to pivot my back foot for that warrior one stance. So heel comes in towards the center of the mat, toes off towards the edge and the side. I'm going to inhale, come up and grow. Hips are facing the front room, right? Front of the room. Good. Exhale, we open up into that warrior two. That back foot flush with the back edge of the mat. Good. Inhale, let's go ahead, come into that extended side angle. So we've got this right arm resting on the right leg, and I'm taking my left arm over my head or over my shoulder, reaching forward. You can also bring it so that it's just reaching up. Okay, and then option to either look down, maybe at the toes, or look towards that hand, looking to your future, or what I like to say, look to your present. Good, let's exhale back into that warrior two this time. Good, inhale, straighten the front leg. Let's bring those toes so they're facing the side wall. So we're in a nice wide-legged stance here. Exhale, forward fold, hands on the hips, all the way down. Good, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. You're gonna walk it back, pivoting that right foot so that they're toes coming towards the front edge of your mat. Let's pivot onto the balls of the back, left foot, push the heel back to the back wall. We're gonna inhale, come up, high crescent lunge. Good, exhale, lower. Doing really good. We're gonna pivot those feet. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So again, I've got the feet facing the side wall here. I'm just gonna walk over to the left foot, pivot that left foot so that it's facing the back edge of the mat. Come onto the balls of that back right foot, push the heel back, inhale, come on up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, lower, come on down. Good, walking it back, pivot those feet. You've got toes facing the side wall here again. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Whatever that looks like. Again, you don't have to reach the ground. Walking back over towards the front of the mat. We'll pivot that back foot. Pivot onto the balls of the back, supporting left leg, and step it forward. Inhale, grow into your chair pose. Exhale to lower into your chair. Doing really good. I'm going to step back so you can see me here. Good, let's do a little twist in our chair pose. We're gonna bring hands heart center, actively pressing those hands together. Inhale, grow. And then we're gonna twist at the top, exhale, fold. Hopefully that elbow has come at least towards the outside edge of that knee. If it hasn't, we're just gonna go ahead and scoot it over. Take a peek at the knees, make sure that one's not hopping in front of the other. If it is, it's okay for now. Good, inhale, back through the center. Good, almost done. You got the other side too. We're gonna exhale, twist. You're gonna bring this elbow outside of the left leg, open to the side wall. Good, back through the center. Release, we're gonna grow tall. Arms over the head, maybe slight back bend. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Good job, let's take one little flow here. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, walk it forward. Coming into that plank pose. Lower down all the way to the belly. Tops of the feet down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push back, child's pose. Allow the forehead to kiss the mat. Maybe roll the brows side to side, getting a little massage throughout that forehead. And breathe. Beauty. Very slowly, very mindfully, we're going to go ahead, inhale, come back up, hands and knees. Let's get a little bit more twist going on in our practice here. So inhale, left arm up. We're coming into that twisted puppy, also known as thread the needle. Exhale, bringing that left arm through and under the body. So shoulder comes under shoulder, ear all the way down. Inhale, root to rise. We grow tall. We bring that left arm up, all the way up again. And exhale through and under, letting that shoulder tap down. Just adding those little movements. Good. Inhale, root to rise. Last one. And exhale through and under, letting it really sink down and surrender to the pose when you arrive. Good. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, place that hand down back into our tabletop. Moving into the other side. Inhale, right arm up. Look up. Exhale through and under, shoulder under shoulder. Again, we let it surrender to the pose. And then it's a root to rise. Inhale, come back up. Arm comes up. Exhale through and under shoulder. We surrender to it. And then root to rise. Inhale, come up. This is the last one. Exhale through and under. Good. Inhale, root to rise. Come on up. Place that hand all the way down. Bringing the tops of the feet down. I'm going to go ahead and what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and take that extended puppy. So we're going to walk forward, exhale. You don't have to come all the way down, but we're bringing that chest towards the mat, chin towards the mat. And then I just want you to wag your tail. Okay? So you can keep the toes curled if that's more comfortable for you. But it doesn't have to be a fast wag. It doesn't have to be a slow wag. It doesn't really have to make sense. Just want you to give yourself a little wiggle waggle so you can kind of feel what's going on through the hips. Good. We'll find a little bit of stillness here now. Bring the gaze between the hands. Last breath cycle here. And then it's a root through those arms, those hands, come down and forward onto the belly. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls, and we'll start going to the left this time. So bring the left arm all the way out, T formation, and you're bringing that right arm in towards the chest, and you're going to roll over towards that left arm. And it doesn't matter if the palm is up or down. Then you're going to take that right leg and plant it behind the left leg. So the knee is up to the ceiling, sole of the foot is on the ground. And I just got that other right arm resting in front of my chest. Head is hanging heavy. Good. Coming back through to the belly. We'll go directly over to the other side. So left arm comes in close to the chest. Right arm comes out, either palm down or palm up, does not matter. And then we're rolling over towards that right arm. Left leg planting behind the right leg. Bringing that left arm in close to the chest. Head hangs heavy. Good. Coming back through towards the belly. Nice and slow. Let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tops of the feet down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale to lower. Couple more of these here. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, cobra. Maybe your full cobra. And exhale to lower. Beauty. You can go ahead and roll over onto the back body. We're going to start moving into our spinal twist. And then we'll go from there. Also, if you have a piece of wall, we might do a legs up the wall at one point. But we'll get there, assuming you've got a piece of wall somewhere. So coming down onto that back body. Let's keep the legs bent, soles of the feet on the mat here. Arms out in that T formation. Inhale to lift up through the legs. We've got a nice little L shape, soles of the feet facing the front end of the room. Exhale, drop your knees over towards the right side, allowing them to come all the way down to the ground. Option to take that right hand to the upper left thigh, allowing the hips to stack. And then if you want to move deeper into the twist, you can take the gaze over the opposite shoulder. We're going to hold here for a bit, so allow yourself to kind of get comfortable and relaxed and sunk in here. This is where we start to slow it down. Good. If you took the gaze over the opposite shoulder, let's go ahead and bring that gaze back to neutral and start to bring that hand off the thigh. If we took it, inhale, back up through to neutral. And exhale, we're going to drop the legs over to the left side. So maybe we bring that left hand to the upper right thigh, allowing the hips to stack, and we bring that gaze over the opposite shoulder. Again, we're going to just stay here for a few breath cycles, allowing ourselves to sink in and soak it up. Last one here. Good job. We can start to unwind nice and slow. Bringing those legs back in towards center. Maybe we go ahead and scoop the arms around the shins and give your legs a little squeeze in towards the belly. Maybe we rock a little side to side. Good. You can go ahead and release the left leg long and keep that right leg hugged in nice and close, nice and tight. Beauty. Let's go ahead and guide this leg over to the other side of the body. So left hand outside of that right leg, right knee, guiding it over to the left side. Try to keep the right shoulder relaxed down into the mat. If it lifts a little bit, that's okay. Good. Come back through to center. And extend the right leg long, inviting the left leg in, giving it a nice little squeeze in towards the belly, towards the chest. Let's do two more. And last one. And we'll go ahead, right hand outside of that left leg, guiding it over to the right side of the body, allowing it to touch down with the ground, maybe again, inviting that left shoulder to stay heavy towards our mat. Good, coming back through towards center. Let's go ahead, actually, we'll take a queen's pose, a shoulder stand, and I'll turn sideways so that you can see what's going on with this one here. And again, if this one's a bit too much, we don't have to do it, but I would like to introduce it to you. So we're going to walk the feet in nice and close towards the glutes, towards the butt. Okay. And I'm running my arms along the sides of the body. I've got my shoulders right down under my back body, away from my ears. Okay. I'm going to start to walk my arms underneath. I'm going to tap down with my hips. And the reason why I set up this way first, and I know it feels uncomfortable, but this is really one of the easier ways to set up. Okay, so then all of a sudden I'm going to just go ahead and inhale, lift up through those hips, and bring the fingers to the low back. Okay, because I pre-set up my arms are already almost in the exact same spot I need them to be. If you can walk them in any closer, you will. Now, option one is to keep the legs straight up, or we can take this to a level one and bend the knees so that the knees are over the, relatively over the eyes, over the head. Okay? Eventually, it's going to be pelvis, heart, and head kind of all in alignment. And this is a really good one, especially if you sit at a desk all day. It's good for your neck. Okay? And then you can come down nice and slow, bringing the feet behind you, and then slowly rolling on out. Okay, and again, we don't have to take that one. If that one's not for you, you can maybe you can skip that. You can bring, again, those feet nice and close towards the glutes. Okay, legs are going to stay nice and parallel. You're running the arms along the sides of the body, and the gaze is going to stay up towards the ceiling the whole time. And you're going to inhale and lift up through the hips, and then walk the shoulders under the back body. Okay, just coming into a nice little back bend, little bridge pose. And again, pretend you've got something between the legs and you're trying to squeeze it. Right? Maybe there's a big dog there and you're giving him a little scritch behind the ear with your knee. But we just don't want the knees to open off to the side walls. We want them to stay nice and parallel. So think like when you're skiing, right? We want them nice and parallel. Good. Let's go ahead and inhale, lift up through the hips and lower down, nice and slow, all the way down. Good. You can go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together and the knees wide. So we're in that nice cobbler's pose or butterfly pose again. And if the legs kind of scoot out away from the body, that's okay. It just means it's going to focus more on those outer glutes than on the inner thighs and the groin. Option to bring the hands palm up, sides of the body, or you can rest the right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart. We'll take a nice big beautiful inhale in and open the mouth. Good, you're doing really good. Nice big beautiful inhale in and open the mouth. Good. Let's take one more here. Inhale in and open the mouth. Let it go. So you're nearing the end of your practice. So we are going to invite a few longer holds, just inviting the softer tissue to open up so that we can create strength in your joints as well as throughout the muscles and the tissues of the body. So relax. Allow your breathing to grow softer and the eyes to close. The shoulders relax down away from the ears and into our mat. If you have a blanket nearby, it might feel really nice to go ahead and pull that over top. Kind of tucking yourself into the pose in a sense. Relax the legs. Relax the glutes. Breathe and let go. Doing really good. This will be our last pose before your Shavasana. And I'm going to give you a bit of a longer Shavasana today. You don't have to feel obligated to stay throughout the whole Shavasana. You can always skip forward as well. But there is a bit of a benefit of just learning to lie still and let the benefits of our moving practice sink in. Appreciating those moments of stillness. Still in our same pose. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. Might feel really good. Also, maybe you want to roll this head side to side. Just kind of getting into those last little areas of the neck. Might feel really good. Again, arms overhead. Reach, stretch. Good. Now let's go ahead and invite the legs up. Maybe using the fingers and hands. Just allow them to stay there. Maybe we heel toe the feet as wide as our mat and let the knees just fall onto one another. You did really good work today. Thank you for showing up. And start to extend the legs long. You're going to go ahead and just kind of move the fingers and the toes, maybe the mouth or the face and the head for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're finding that stillness, allowing the arms to come down at the sides of the body, thumb and index finger to touch. This is if we are inviting energy to come into our life from the universe around us, cosmos. If we have enough energy and we would like a little bit of a grounding and a rooting sensation into a calming or whatever it is that we need, we're going to bring that right hand to the belly, left hand to the heart, shoulders away from the ears, softening the skin of the face, allowing our breath to return to its natural rhythm. Let's go ahead and take one big inhale in. And open the mouth. We let it all go. Let's do one more. Inhale in. And open the mouth. Again, we're going to let that breathing return to its natural rhythm. So we relax down and into the mat. And breathe. Letting go of our practice. Letting go of our breath work. Releasing judgments and tension. Releasing ideas that may have been great. Releasing false ideas that maybe were not so great. Releasing our day. Releasing our night to come. We relax. Let go. And unwind. Relax. Invite the toes to grow a little softer. The ankles, calves. Relax from the knees to the thighs and hips. Pelvis, torso, the trunk, back body, all the muscles of the obliques, abdomen. Relax. The shoulders, chest, traps down into the arms and elbow, forearms, all the intricate little muscles around the wrists and fingers and hands. Relax. Let go. The neck. Soften. Relax. And let go. Allow all the muscles of the face to relax. Allow your senses to let go. Allow yourself to be supported, at peace, and still. option to stay just a little bit longer if that's what you need tonight. Today, if we were practicing during the day. If you are ready to rejoin the world around you, very slowly and sweetly going to start to deepen the breath, wiggle a finger and a toe. Maybe we're taking our gaze over from one side of the room to the next. And then when we're ready, we're going to take the arms along, full body stretch, point the toes. Take up some space. Exhale to relax and release. Rolling over to your right or left side today, yogi's choice. Tucking in a little extra tight, bringing those knees in a little closer to the torso, using your arm as a pillow, closing the eyes for just one more moment. No race, no rush. When you're ready, you can inhale and find your way up into a seat. Just any old comfortable seat will do. We'll bring hands to heart center, closing our class with 3 shared breaths together. Inhaling in 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you for coming to play today. I hope you got everything that you wanted and all of what you needed out of this video and out of your practice. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to reach out. You know how to get a hold of me. And I look forward to seeing you in the studio next time. Again, you can save this and use it to your practice anytime you want. It's not a super active one, but it's also one that's not super chill either. So again, I hope you liked it and I hope it was okay for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to again reach out and let me know or concerns about some of the poses that were cued. Don't be afraid. Namaste. Have a great night. Thank you.